Hello everyone, I hope you are well. I am Amir, a teacher of interior design courses, kitchen design, and as you know, this channel is about interior decoration training, interior design, and we will tell you very important points here, which is not just for you to design. You can use it for your own homes, especially this session, which is about there are some tips that we should use in decorating small houses so that they look bigger. That is, they create an optical illusion for us. Well, these points that I'm saying are very important. I'm telling you from the perspective of design science, and most houses are built with smaller areas, and many of the points that we're saying are important in interior decoration. So probably those of you who are watching this video will find it useful even for you to use in your own home. Well, the topic of this video is small houses with small areas. So our only question is what to do to make the space more, so that we don't create an illusion of vision, make the space appear larger and not suffocate and take up space. The most important principle of using colors is that our priority is white. We should use more white and light colors in these homes and minimize the use of dark colors. This is the first thing you see, the floor. The walls and ceiling are the largest parts of the space, and they have a lot of volume. They should be light in color. The rest of the furniture and equipment should also have a light theme and be close to white. So what you see in this photo is the entire space, not to say that everything should be white. The nature of the space, the dominant color, the main color is better to be white, and the whole space is bright. That makes the space of the house look bigger, because dark colors make the space look smaller in our opinion. This is because you can see that the curtains should be especially light, then so that natural light can come in. And now the color of the floor is very important, that it should be light, and the color of the carpets should not be too dark. There are several in this photo. Of course, I do not recommend black for a small space at all. But if someone wants a dark color, use a complementary color and use it very sparingly. In this photo, it is very small compared to the whole. The space has no effect. So the majority of the space must be light, you see. Now he used light gray for the furniture, which is not dark. Let's say it is a color. The parquet is also light. He did not use dark brown. So the floor color should not be used in small houses. It should be dark. Make sure this is done. And the overall space should be light. The first and most important point of using colors is to not use dark ones. The second point is related to the same thing. Well, dark wallpapers, let's not do it for the TV wall. We said that we would use a different color material. We shouldn't paint the walls a dark color because it's a very large area. Even in the lighting, it affects the lighting, meaning it doesn't diffuse the light. These walls and the environment become darker and appear smaller. The walls shouldn't be dark like the flower, and we shouldn't use wallpaper either. The end result is that someone else insisted on using wallpaper on one wall, and that the wallpaper color must be light, almost white, or cream. So the paper, first of all, let's try not to use the wall, and even if we wanted to use it, we couldn't cover the entire space with paper. It's not good to cover the wall. It's better to be light and not dark at all. You see, this wall color is not suitable for a small space, so we can't use this wall color. We mean for small areas, But another important point is to prevent the space from becoming crowded, cramped, and suffocating. How can we prevent this? I'll tell you the tips. 1. Decorative items, accessories, such as vases, decorative items, or furniture. We should place it in the space in the right amount, that is, not too much. Well, in this photo, there are a lot of vases, and it makes the space messy and crowded, and makes the house look more depressing and smaller. It should be shown. For small areas, we definitely reduce the decorative items. See the number of furniture now for a small space. For example, a 7-person set may not be suitable. A 5-person set would be better, or smaller furniture with a smaller size. Or modern furniture. So let's not put too many things so that it doesn't get crowded. Look at this, the opposite example. Look at how much it's simple and quiet. In small decorations, we need to open up the space. Let's say here a sofa set is placed here, the sofa is old. Put one here, it doesn't have space. Put one here too. See, it gets busy. Now put one here too, so there's no room to move around. So we should keep the space as quiet as possible. See how good the colors are. The colors are bright. For very small areas, we have to follow these points. But one more point to mention is that the furniture fabric we have, as well as the curtain frame or the rest of the parts, try to use simple colored fabrics. And what does it mean if the color is bright? That is, fabrics for curtains, it should not be busy, not flowery, not with a busy pattern that also clutters the space and is not suitable for small areas. Curtains are the same. So in small areas, we should towards simplicity. See, simple, simple. It follows two of our principles. It is also simple and light in color, exactly like this. So these are the best options. These fabrics for our furniture and curtains in small decorations. A minimalist or modern style should be used. So using classic style furniture and curtains, absolutely, it's wrong. For example, you see these royal furniture for modern and fabric. This is exactly, it's the opposite of the previous slide where I said that the fabric should be simple. The busy fabric clutters the space, so we can't use these Roman sofas even for carpets. Also, small decorations, carpets with this color and shag pattern are not very suitable. Carpets should be modern, their color should be towards a light color and have fewer small patterns. And also the floor with this dark color is too large for a large area. Down it's inappropriate, even this TV stand, even this standing clock, even this chandelier, these two chandeliers, all it's classic. So these items are not suitable for small homes. Whatever is in the classic style, you can see that it gets crowded. These furniture items, our furniture, these small designs that these items have make the space more crowded. The larger the sofa, the more space it takes up, and as a result, it makes our space smaller. So it's the most inappropriate thing for these decorations, the fixtures, furniture, decor, whatever you say is in the classic style that we say in our consultations should be removed. Well, one of the tactics to make this space look bigger is to use light reflecting elements. Look, this is from interior design. Maybe someone who is not a designer will say that this is for beauty and these things, but there is a technique for an interior designer to remember to diffuse the light so that the space looks bigger and helps the lighting make the space bigger. Shown, so in the first step, these decorative mirrors are not for beauty. They help to make our home look bigger, or our cabinets be glossy white, be high gloss, reflect light. make the space look bigger. So the light reflecting elements are just, it's not a mirror, it can be a material. Be shiny. Well, for example, this material on the table can be, I said, both mirrors can be, and our cabinets can be high gloss. So this is an important point. Well, the floor of the house, it is a huge part of the house, and it has a great impact on making the house look bigger, and that our light is not too. It also has an impact on the lighting. It reflects the light. The light that comes from this lamp also comes directly to the floor. It spreads it to other places. The darker it is, the less this reflection will be. So for small areas, these dark colors, it is not good. You definitely have to go for a light color. If it is shiny, then even better. So this is a very important point. For this topic that we are examining, the use of vertical elements that the eye it stares upwards, and it causes a visual error and makes the space look bigger. What are vertical elements like? There are decorations that are vertical, like these partitions. You see a railing, or like this mirror that goes from floor to ceiling. So this mirror is better for small homes than a mirror. It used to be here. Why? Because of the use of vertical elements or what? Or it could be like a shelf or a shelf, a place for a divider made of MDF or metal. From the bottom to the ceiling, it can be a vertical element that can actually be part of our decor. Here are some tips. It is important. Of course, this is much less important than this option. For example, this option, and even these options that were previously colored and crowded. This is less important in small spaces. We need to provide good lighting, meaning our lighting, the light in our home should be much stronger than normal to make the space look more spacious and to provide the best lighting for it. We use different light sources, namely the central chandelier remote halogens, pendants above the dining room or open space, hidden lighting around the ceiling. All these lights, we try to make it so that in our space, all the light we have in the space can be turned on and off with just one switch. We have several different light sources so that we can add and reduce the light, even the lampshades, and as much as we can add artificial light, a combination of chandeliers and halogens, hidden lights, and decorative lights. We need to add as much light as possible to this space. Let's move on to the next option. Look, furniture. I explained this once, but I'll emphasize it again. It's very important. There are different types of furniture. Bulky furniture and furniture with a lot of sofas should not be placed in this space. Not just furniture. What about other items? For example, the dining table. Well, that small space in the house doesn't have the capacity for a 6-person table. So if you put it in the space, the passageway next to it will be narrowed and it will close. It will make the space look smaller. So we should put a 4-person dining table. Why? Can that space accommodate a 4-person dining table or a modern sofa? With a smaller size, it's a 1-person sofa. We can't put a larger sofa with a larger size and more sofas. So this is extremely important. Be sure to pay attention to the fact that in some places, in consultations we say, for example, you should take these 2 single sofas out of this space to open up the space, or change your sofa, or when you want to change this sofa will be smaller, modern, or minimalist, like this. Well, I hope you have used this video enough. If it was useful, support our channel so that it will be an incentive for the next all the tips I will you are all specialized tips that only professionals use in their work, and I hope that it will be useful for you now, or that you can use it in your work